Hey! Took me a while to get here. Thank you so much. Nah, y'all have been calling and asking to honor me, and I just sort of, I don't know, my humility got the best of me, I guess, and I just didn't have the, I don't know, it wasn't the time, and I think now was the right time. So thank you so much for having me. First, it's a teleprompter person. Give me a beat. I'm gonna take my time with it. I want to thank Kelly Robinson and HRC for this prestigious honor. I am truly grateful and just humbled by it. You know, visibility is an interesting thing to be honored for. But the truth is, I know it's not an easy thing to do because you will inevitably be ridiculed for just being yourself. And that's because we live in a world that encourages us to fit in. We live in a world that encourages us to not rock the boat and to make everyone around us feel comfortable. So when we have no choice but to defy societal norms and still find joy, success, and purpose, we pain the eyes of those that have forced themselves into society's box, only to find themselves frustrated and without some of the joys and successes that some of us have found. And that's usually when resentment toward us starts to build. So tonight I want to dedicate this award to all those that had to hide who they were to make the people around them feel comfortable. I want to dedicate this award to those that can't be themselves because they choose to be safe. I also want to thank Debbie Allen. I know you moved mountains to be here tonight, and for that I am deeply grateful. This is a true full circle moment for me because Miss Allen has always been my North Star. Thank you for shepherding the show A Different World into something. Thank you for making A Different World both timely and timeless. It showed me myself, and it made me proud to be who I am. I've seen how you remain positive in the midst of unfairness, how you dance even when it's raining, and how you constantly show us what true allyship looks like. I love you, and I'm forever in your debt for all that you've done and all that you continue to do for me and those in the LGBTQIA+ community. We love you. Thank you, Debbie. This past week, we celebrated National Coming Out Day. And I was very grateful to see so many people celebrating the Thanksgiving episode of Master of None, in which we tell Denise's coming out story, which is a thinly veiled version of my own. But I'm so honored that people were able to use that episode of television as a way to step into the shoes of someone that has to tell their truth to their families and their friends, not knowing if those people will remain in their lives. We told that story with humor and a lot of heart. And I remember telling myself while working with Aziz on that episode that there was one thing we could not do in the telling of that story. We could not make the straight mother the villain and the queer daughter the hero. That was not the way for us to heal and meet each other in the middle. I could not make my mother the enemy if I had any hopes of ever understanding her. Instead, I had to have supreme empathy for her and acknowledge that I was the daughter of a Black woman born in 1953 that did not understand what it meant to be a gay Black girl born in 1984. I got to exist in a world that was kinder than the world she was born into. Now, even though my mother and I were both born on American soil, We were born at different times in America's history. Therefore, we speak very different languages. We look at the world through two very different lenses. And it took me a while to realize that I cannot change the eras in which we were born into. I can't change the way she sees the world, but we can have empathy for each other. We can give each other grace, and doing that has brought us to a much more peaceful place. But as time has progressed, I know that coming out has become a thing of the past. Because the truth is, some people just don't feel the need to do it anymore. And I, too, can embrace that new reality. You see, children are born today that are looking at a world that I didn't see growing up. Progress is inevitable, but it doesn't mean all the conversations we need to have been had. There are still bridges we need to build and wounds that we need to heal. Look, I commend us as a society for the visibility that has come into view over the past few decades, but I also want to challenge us to open our eyes and our hearts and understand that we still have so much work to do. Our children's future will be determined how we act today. You see, we are told to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Well, I believe that the way we love our neighbors is a reflection of the way we love ourselves. So my hope is this, that maybe we can all try to love ourselves and each other a little bit more every day. I think that's the only way for us to move forward in a way that's beneficial to us all. Thank you so much for this award, and thank you for seeing me. God bless you, and God bless us all. Thank you so much.